Please tell us your name.
My name is Debasmita-Internal.
Okay, and your roll number for this exam?
Sir, it is 301453.
Okay, please give me a brief introduction.
Sir, I am Debasmita-Sahu. I am from Koraput. I have done my graduation from College of Forestry, OUT Bhubaneswar, and also done my post graduation from College of Forestry, OUT Bhubaneswar. Some of my interests are in singing. This is going to be my first interview.
Okay. Achievements sir
कहबे सर?
हाँ. Introduction रे अपन formal introduction ना तो कहबे start करेबे कि जदि से कहिले कि कहबे नहीं अपन कोड आछन ताले कहबे नहीं अदरवाइज start with domicile. I belong to this district block of जे चाहन
ना सर कहबे
ना तो केबे कहबे
आगे
अपन जो जीपे इंटरव्यू पे
आगे
से आधा घंटा आगु से बस के अपन से इंस्ट्रक्शंस देबे
आगे
कि अपन नाम मेंशन करिवर नहीं
आगे
ओके आउ आथर वो केतेटा बोर्ड रे कहथिले कि डोमिसाइल भी मेंशन करिवे नहीं को जिला रस्ट कहला दरकार नहीं
आगे
ठीक है सो जदि से पचाइले कहू बट जदि से किछि कहले ना तो मोटे कहबे सेटा तो ऑब्वियसली जदि से माने किछि कहले यू कैन स्टार्ट विथ डोमिसाइल I belong to this district. It has a block, village, etc. Okay, जदि सिटी रे रोचनी तो सीधा आप कर सकते हो भुवनेश्वर खोर्धा सेटा कर
तो सर इंट्रो रे अचीवमेंट भी मेंशन करियो
हां इंट्रो रो स्ट्रक्चर का मैं कहि दूं डोमिसाइल को ले
आगे
सेकंड आसीला आपको करंट स्टेटस हाईएस्ट क्वालिफिकेशन सेकंड
तो सर ग्रेजुएट पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन
पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन इन दिस
यस
नंबर 3 है ना करंट स्टेटस करंटली आई एम serving as in this capacity in this organization जदि अपन चाकरी करछथि जदि अपन प्रिपरेशन करछथि कहबे currently am preparing for various competitive exams
yes
ठीक अछि तापर आसीला hobbies my hobbies are this यदि गोटी हॉबी देछि my hobby is this how fifth है achievements my achievements include this and this achievements कौन बोलछथि
sir singing competitions रे practice prize
blood donation करना
no
okay तापर so author कौन Please give us a formal introduction.
Sir, I am from Koraput. I have done my post graduation from College of Forestry, OUT Bhubaneswar. Currently, I am preparing for competitive examinations. My hobby is singing. I have got the opportunity to represent my district in state level singing competition and got second.
Okay, good.
Yes.
State level singing competition.
Yes. Sir.
माने अलगा राज्य रो आस्तिले
नो सर डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल कंपटीशन टू स्टेट लेवल सम डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स रो सब आस्तिले सर पहले
ओके ओके
माने ओडिसा रे सर
ओडिसा रे
यस
डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय योर स्कूल और बाय द गवर्नमेंट
नो सर गवर्नमेंट
बाय गवर्नमेंट
यस also participated in inter college competitions sir in college
so you have taken some institutional training in singing
no sir I have self-learned.
Okay. You are self-schooled, no?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So, we will discuss about your optionals today.
Yes.
Okay. What optionals you have chosen?
Sir, I have chosen forestry and agriculture.
Okay, so out of these two, which one is your strong area or your favorite?
Sir, I have done my graduation in forestry, so I think it's the strong.
Forestry?
Yes, forestry.
Graduation you have done. Post-graduation also you have done in forestry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was your specialization in post-graduation?
Sir, in natural resource management.
Natural resource management, okay. So, you know about the various agroforestry systems?
Yes, sir.
What are the various agroforestry systems that you know? You tell me the types of agroforestry systems and two characteristics of each agroforestry system with one example from Odisha.
Sir, first one is agri-silvicultural system.
Okay.
Which means?
Suppose I know nothing about science, technology, agriculture. Technically, you know nothing. Okay. You explain me in very simple language.
Sir, the first one is agri-silvicultural system, in which we can cultivate both the agricultural crops along with the tree crops, so that we can generate from a single land forestry and agriculture species and their produces. Another one is agri-silvipastoral system. Here the agricultural crops along with the tree crops and the pasture means the grazing is allowed there. So the pasture for the grazing, pasture for the cattle can produce there. Another one is agri-silvi-hortipastoral system. Here along with the tree crops and the agricultural crops, the horticultural crops also grown there. Another is the Tangia cultivation, which is mostly done in hilly areas of Odisha. In Koraput district it is known as Podu cultivation. Also it is known as slash and burn cultivation. Sir, this much sir I have known.
Right. In Odisha?
Odisha sir, Podu chasa, Podu cultivation is.
Which places you find?
Mostly in hilly areas like Koraput, Kalahandi.
What do they basically grow?
Sir, they basically grow the Niger flaxseed or the oil seeds, sir. Oil seed crops are mainly grown there, or the vegetables also.
Okay. Right. So, you know social forestry. What is social forestry?
Yes, sir.
So, tell me what are the types. Okay, what is the concept first? Tell me what are the types. You tell me.
Yes. Okay. Sir, social forestry is the practice of forestry which is mostly done outside of the conventional forest area. It is mostly for production of the goods and services for the local people. In this we can grow the tree crops in the roadside or by means of avenue plantation to recreate the forest, and also by means of social forestry we can grow shelter belts and the windbreaks also. The social forestry is divided into 5 classification. First one is farm forestry, another one is community forestry, mixed forestry, then recreational forestry. Sir, this much sir I know about social forestry.
Okay. So what are the advantages of social forestry?
Sir, by means of social forestry we can generate employment by growing community forest, so that the women of the family can generate employment and take part in various social activities. And another one is the trees covers can be protected by means of windbreaks or the shelter belts, also from soil erosion, and this much.
Right. Okay. So, and similarly, what is agroforestry?
Sir, agroforestry is a practice in which both the agricultural crops and the tree crops are cultivated in a single land, so that from a single land we can grow both the crops, and by combination of these two crops they help in soil conservation and provide manures naturally, and the shade bearer crops which are growing in agriculture, the trees support the agriculture crops to grow by providing shade, and also they produce the leaves help in mulching also, sir.
Mulching?
Yes.
What is mulching?
So mulching means the leaves of the trees or the residues of trees when fall in the soil, by means of rain water or the atmospheric temperature, they convert it into organic, means they help in fertilization or act as a great fertilizer.
Okay. So, tell me something about polyploidy. What do you mean by polyploidy? How it is, what is the concept? You can tell me.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of it.
Okay. what is the effect of VAM or VAM microorganism on the soil? It degrades the soil or it helps the soil?
So VAM is a mycorrhiza which is a vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza. It is associated with the plant's root. Here the fungus are attached with the plant's root, so that they act as a symbiotic association between them. So both are benefited from this association. The sir, this much, sir, I don't know. So both means it is a beneficial, sir. It is beneficial for soil.
Okay, it is beneficial.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me something about soilless farming. What are the techniques you know about soilless farming?
Sir, hydroponics, aquaponics, then aeroponics.
What are these? Just 2-3 lines about each of these, their features, etc.
Sorry, sir.
Again. Booklet
Again.
Okay. You know about C3 and C4 and CAM mechanisms related to photosynthesis?
Yes, sir, but currently not.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I am prepared.
Okay. Forest legislations you have prepared?
Sir, some of.
Some.
Yes.
Which one you have prepared?
Sir, Forest Right Act.
Forest Right Act. Okay. So, what is the actual name of the Forest Right Act?
Sir, it is scheduled tribe and other traditional forest dwellers recognition of Forest Right Acts 2006.
Okay. And based on that, Government of Odisha has also a Odisha Forest Right Act?
Yes.
That you know?
Yes.
Okay. So, if you divide the rights according to the Act, what are the different types of rights which are given to these traditional communities?
Sorry. I don't.
Okay. Normally, what rights have been given just to you? Normally?
Sir, basically the rights are provided to the residents who reside in the forest for previous 75 years. Mainly
75?
Yes, mainly the scheduled tribes, sir. They have given the power to collect the non-timber forest produces from the area, and
okay, that is fine. ठीक अछि. अपन गोटे अपन आई वेवरिंग बहुत होची.
yes,
अपन आई कांटेक्ट पूरा मेंटेन करबे.
again,
सेट पे मिरर इंटरव्यू करे कोन होबो? मिरर इंटरव्यू रे अपन मिरर रे निजर इमेज टा को देखिबे.
yes,
ठीक अछि.
yes,
हां सेटा बहुत ही दरकार.
again,
ठीक अछि. अदरवाइज कोन हो कि अपन आई कांटेक्ट वेवर करे असुविधा तो जे पचारना ताका कि 90% और बाकी जे अछि ताको थोड़ा देखिबे.
again,
ठीक अछि. हां एटा टिके माइंड रखिबे. राइट. अदरवाइज अपन कंटेंट जोटा अपन जानि छथि अपन भलरे कहउछन.
again,
तो जोटा न जानि तो स्ट्रेट कहि देबा छै जानि.
again.
As simple as that. Okay. Okay. Other option is forestry, right?
Agriculture.
Agriculture. Other option is agriculture. Okay. So, tell me something about various methods of soil conservation, and not only conservation, also enriching and enhancing the soil quality, fertility of the soil.
The methods, sir. By means of soil bonding, another is soil terracing,
Okay.
then raised bonds.
Yes.
But so methods.
हमने को methods use करिके अपन soil को आउरी better करि परिबे. Conservation रो अपन कहले method. To what are the ways in which you can improve the fertility of the soil? सेटा second part ता.
Again.
The soil को आउरी fertile केमति करियो?
By sir applying organic fertilizers and by giving mulching to the soil, we can conserve the soil. We can protect the soil from erosion, and by giving afforestation, then planting the trees which are good nitrogen fertilizing trees are grown there, so that the soil is rich in by sorry sir. Another one is agroforestry practices also help in soil erosion, controlling the soil erosion.
Okay. Right. So, what are the common causes of forest fire?
Sir, the main cause is the forest fire is mainly by means of the local people who are not aware of the consequences that happen due to the forest fire. Another one is by means of natural, meaning threatening thunderstorm or heavy temperature, due to heavy temperature. The global warming also indirectly affects.
Okay. So, you come from which district?
Sir, Koraput district.
Koraput. What are the major non-timber forest produce of your district?
Sir, the major one is dammer, which is Jhuna, sir.
Okay.
Another one.
What is that used for?
Sir, it is used for religious practices in the temples and in homes also.
Okay. Then?
Another one is Mohula, sir. Mohula flower.
That is used for?
So that is used for candy or oil also produced from this. Okay. Another one is from lac, which is used in creating bangles and toys and finishing works of the furnitures.
Okay, fine. So, apart from soilless agriculture with hydroponics and all, you tell me at least 2-3 modern agricultural innovations or techniques, modern agricultural techniques which are being used now.
Sir, as per my knowledge, sir, an IFS system is introduced, integrated farming system.
Okay, good. What is that?
Here, sir, in a single land or a farm, at the same time we can grow both agriculture crops, horticulture crops, and also the tree crops. And here includes also, sir, poultry or sir, cattle farming also.
Animal husbandry.
Yes.
Okay. What purpose will it solve? Will it help the farmer to increase his income?
Yes, sir. It increases because, sir, due to the scarcity of land, sir, mainly we can cultivate either agriculture crops or tree crops. But if we generate both the crops or also from cattle farming also done, so from a single piece of land we can cultivate more, sir, more generation of finance. It helps in also, sir, generation of employment and providing produces to the nearby areas, and also produce organic food. Organic farming also we can takes place by utilizing the cattle residues.
Okay. Right. So, you know about forestry, since it was a subject, forest insulation?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What is that?
Sir, it is the practice of forestry which deals with the measurement of the tree dimension, volumes, its height and its length.
Yes.
Yes. So it is a practice of forestry which help in measuring the dimensions like height, weight or biomass and the diameter of the trees, sir.
Right. How will you measure the yield of a, from a tree? What are the different formula that you know?
Sorry, sir, I am currently not recollecting.
Okay. So, similarly, within the forests there are different types of bridges. So, can you tell me about the timber bridges that you know, types of timber bridges in the forest?
Sorry, sir, no? I don't heard
Okay.
that.
So, how many types of forests are there according to the Champion and Sage classification?
Sir, there are mainly 5 major groups, sir. That is tropical forest, montane subtropical forest, montane temperate forest, subalpine scrub, and the last one is alpine scrubs. And based on the 5 major groups, 16 subgroups are there, sir. Sir, 16 runners.
Okay. Odisha ki
Odisha is 4 types.
4 types. What are they?
So tropical moist deciduous, tropical dry deciduous, tropical semi-evergreen forest, and littoral and swamp forest.
So, other technical aspects of forestry, do you remember? Should I ask more questions about forest mensuration or should I ask more general questions about forestry? Are you prepared about forest mensuration, forest engineering, those parts?
No, sir, I overlook.
Forest fires, you know?
Yes.
Tell me, so there are like prevention of forest fire, what you need to do to prevent it,
yes,
what you need to do to control it. Yes. So tell me some methods of forest fire control. Means already fire has started.
Yes.
Now how can you control it? You give me 3 or 4 methods.
Sir, sir, near sir lagi sir.
Near lagi
एबे रिसेंट आमे कोन कर पारे सर first take a committee to prepare what we can do as much as possible. First visit the fire line area, so clearing the fire line area and the vegetation so that the spread of the fire can't be diverted to another area. So first step we can take that in the creating the fire line area in the vegetation so that the fire can't be spread to another forest area. Second one is the nearby villagers which are residing, we have to we have to evacuate them in a safer place, and also the also take steps for support from the NDRF team, ODRF teams are also. So this much.
Okay. Fine. So, you know about the various programs of government of Odisha. Can you tell me some of the programs to increase the forest cover in Odisha of government of Odisha? Local schemes related to forestry.
Sir, first one is Green Mahanadi Mission, sir. In which the government has approved to planted 2 crore of seedlings in the shore area of Mahanadi river, so that we can increase the tree cover. Another one is JFM program, that is Joint Forest Management programs are conducted in the villages which are nearby to the forest area. It includes VSS, that is Vana Suraksha Samiti, and also sir Ama Jangal Yojana programs are also allocated in forest.
Okay. So, what is the current forest cover in Odisha?
Sir, it is 61,204 square kilometers.
As a percentage of total geographical area?
It is a 39.31% of the geographical area total.
Okay. 39?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Just check once more.
Yes. Yes.
In your district?
It is at 24%, sir. 24 point something.
24%?
Yes.
Okay. In India?
India also, sir, 24.31 or something. I can't recollect.
In Koraput you are saying it is 24%?
Yes, sir.
Why so less? Is that an industrial district, or in industrial district would have less? So that is a lot of trees are there, no? Nature and all. But still it is 24%.
Mainly, sir, the open forest are found, sir, is there. Not so dense forest.
Okay, no, I'm talking about total forest cover.
Yes, totals are 24 point something.
24%. What are the major tribes of a district?
Sir, major tribes, the most populated is sir Poraja tribe. Another one is sir Kondh tribe, Saura tribe and Halwa tribe. Then Bonda tribe also found, sir, in Koraput.
Okay. Right. So now coming to your some other aspects of forestry. You know about medicinal plants?
Yes.
Or medicinal trees?
Yes.
So at least 3 common medicinal plants you tell me which is found in Odisha, in the forests of Odisha, and what is their use?
Yes. So trees only, or trees?
Trees, plants, and
First one is Brahmi, used for medicinal purposes, and Tulsi, that is Ocimum sanctum, is also very medicinal properties.
Okay.
Another one is Satavari, sir, and Catharanthus roseus is a plant that is which is Satavari, sir. And Ashoka trees has very medicinal properties. Its bark and its flower has a lot of great health benefits. Not aware of it, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, similarly, ornamental plants are also there?
Yes.
2-3 ornamental plants?
Sir, first one is Sunari, which has golden yellow color flowers, which creates
golden yellow color flowers?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir. Mostly the Sunari trees are planted in as a avenue plantation, so it can enhance the beauty of the roadside. Another one is Delonix regia, that is Krishna Chuda. Its fire-like flowers enhance the aesthetic beauty also.
Okay, right. And you talked about avenue plantation. What do you mean by avenue plantation? And after that, you can also tell me what are the different other types of plantations, you know?
Sir, avenue plantation mainly purposes for the beautification of the roadside or canal areas or railway areas, so that it can help to create the aesthetic beauty. And the different types of plantations are roads aesthetic gap plantations, held in the areas where there is scarcity of forest or tree cover, so that we can raise the tree cover there. Community plantation also done in some areas near to the villages by the local villagers.
Okay.
And from the community forest, what the producers generate, the community benefited from it.
Okay, fine. So, you have studied about various silvicultural systems.
Yes.
So, can you tell me what is the major difference between selection system and shelter root system? Okay. And after that, tell me what are the different types of shelter root system that you know?
Sir, selection system, the regeneration and felling is done in different areas, which produces unevenest crop or irregular crop. But in case of shelter root system, the crops are planted in a specific manner. Here both overroot and underroot trees are found, so it creates an evenness or regular forest. Mainly the areas which are underdeveloped or less communication by the locals, here the selection practices is done. But the areas which are accessible to the nearby locals, here the shelter root system is done, and it is very systematically done.
Fine. So, shelter root system types?
Sir, I am not currently.
Uniform shelter root?
Uniform, yes sir.
Go through that then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So, in a forest, okay, what are the different factors, okay, on which the growth of a tree depends on?
Yes. Sir, mainly the light, moisture, temperature, and the biotic factors. These are the biotic factors, and also the organisms affect the growth of the forest plants.
Okay. What are the abiotic factors?
Sir, abiotic factors like the frost, then the no sir, abiotic factors.
Okay. Can you tell me at least 3 species of or 3 varieties of frost hardy trees that you know?
Sir, sir, Pinus roxburgh. Mainly the coniferous trees are the frost hardy trees.
In Odisha, you find pine?
Yes, sir.
Where?
In Koraput district and Moyurbhanj district, the silviculture plantations have done
Okay.
for pine and silver oak, sir. Silver oak is also a frost hardy species.
Right. So, how frost affects the tree? What is the effect of frost on tree?
Sir, frost are deposited in the leaf area of the trees, and they restrict the flows of the water and the minerals in the phloem.
Okay, fine. So suppose you are asked, okay, to make a working plan, forest working plan for area, for forest. What are the components you will include in it? First tell me what you mean by forest working plan. And suppose you are asked to, make a forest working plan. So what are the steps you will take? How you will make the forest working plan?
Sir, first I prepare about the forest for which I have preparing the working plan, the area and the area of means water hole, where the water holes are present for the animals, and the gap of the forest where they are found. So, and the forest road and the fire lines. By according to this, I can prepare the working plan so that both the local forest villagers living inside the forest and also the animals who are traveling to the nearby areas or the corridors, they can also benefit from it.
Okay, fine. So that will be the end of the interview. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
अच्छा, आपनकर फीडबैक हला गोटे मेजर जिंस हला कि फर्स्ट आई कांटेक्ट 100% हो
आगे
सेकंड हला आपनकर केते जे जोडो जानि छै ठीक भी होछै बट जो आपनकर डोमेन स्पेसिफिक जिंस होला ठीक आपसे पढिबे ओके तारी ऊपर क्वेश्चंस एज ए
सर डिस्ट्रिक्ट आ निज सब्जेक्ट
निजे सब्जेक्ट मेन डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऊपर तो एनीवे अपन फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू जो कहि सेक्शन से
आगे
ठीक अछि तो सेटा के देखिबे निजे सब्जेक्ट ऊपर
आगे
ओके सब्जेक्ट रो दीटा एस्पेक्ट अछि थियोरेटिकल एस्पेक्ट
प्रैक्टिकल
जोडा किछिटा हम पचरेबा के चेष्टा करू आउट है प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट जोडा सर्वरिका आपनकर पैनल रे पचरेबे से माने पूरा प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट अछि
आगे
ठीक अछि तो बोथ एस्पेक्ट्स ठीक है अपन देखिबे ओके So rest of the thing is fine. आपको sitting posture ठीक हो जाए. Eye contact खाली देखो. Okay. और serious कैसे कीजिए? ना पूरा faint smile हो तो सेटा बोलो out के भी अधिक है. माने दांत लगा होता है but smile should be there. Okay. So that is it. And you also present हो तो उससे तरह की problem नहीं. Okay. Basic serious कीजिए.
आगे.
सिर्फ 25टा क्वेश्चन पहुंचा रही मते 15टा आसीलेन किछ
सर आर्थर बहुत सीरियस है एथर सर बेसी सीरियस आ ना टिक कम
एबे जेंति अछंती सेही टाइप रे रहता इफ यू डोंट नो आंसर विथ अ स्माइल सर जदी मने पड़िला नि आई एम अनेबल टू रिकॉल यदि जानि ना जे सर कहले सर आई डू नॉट नो द आंसर बस with a smile.
Yes.
Okay. But the smile टा लेकिन में सीधा पूरा it radiates सीधा पूरा माने तांकर भी टेम्पर टा काम करके रखियो. आपण सीरियस है कोई सेमाने सीरियस है जो तारे माने अलगा डायरेक्शन को पड़ेबो इंटरव्यू.
Okay.
ठीक है सर. टोटली के बेसी सीरियस है. ओके.
तो सर सही दीटा जिनस ब्रेन आउ
हां से कंटेंट ऑन योर डोमेन सब्जेक्ट.
यस.
आई कंटेंट ए दीटा ही आपको देखिएगा.
और सर वॉइस क्वालिटी मैंने सर इंग्लिश
वॉइस क्वालिटी इज समथिंग लाइक वी कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. वॉइस क्वालिटी मान को अपन तो सिंगर ना तो अपन को कोन वॉइस क्वालिटी असुविधा हो आ से माने में भी टिके आ टिके पछुक बसते.
आगे
आम भीतर एबे डिस्टेंस ही जो तभी 8 9 10 फीट पर ही जो से माने 12 की 15 फीट से बसते का सेटा एंती क्लोज रूम थिबो एसी चेयर थिबो तनो आपण बहुत आस्ते कहले भी तांको सुगाली तनो नीचे आसे.
आगे
ओके.
तो सर हां हॉबी विषय सर पचारे सिंगिंग जदि म कहू छी
से माने कोन पचारे भी डोंट नो.
ओके.
जति की समय देई चंदी तनो एवरेज रे 20 to 25 मिनट्स से नेबे गोटे पिला पे इंटरव्यू.
आगे
ठीक है तो अपन से हिसाब से प्रिपेयर अपन जो मिरर इंटरव्यू दो चंदी 40 मिनट्स से देबे. तारे अपन वेल प्रिपेयर.
यस.
फॉर a 25 minute interview.
Yes.
For a 30 minute interview.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Okay.